Hey everyone, I'm Habi. Welcome back to my channel. Today, I'm sharing three things I genuinely wish someone had told me before I started out with Node.js. If you're new to backend development or trying to build your first API, these tips will save you from hours of frustration. Trust me, I've been there and I know how it feels. A lot of tutorials jump right into the code without addressing the real challenges beginners are facing. So, I'm going to be real with you today and show you actual code from my Food and Friends app that I'm currently building. Let's dive right in. When I first started learning Node.js, I completely felt overwhelmed. I totally needed to understand the entire ecosystem before writing a single line of code. Callbacks, promises, event loops, streams, buffers, the list seemed endless, right? Here is what I wish I knew. Building one small working application teaches you way more than trying to master everything at once because it's going to delay your progress in trying to learn, right? So this is an actual structure of my Food and Friends app. So this is an actual structure of my Food and Friends app. Notice how it's organized from the config, to controllers, middlewares, models. The node modules contains all the details for your packages. It contains the packages that your application will need, your routes, where you want it to go. All the details are here, including the controllers and all. But I didn't start by building all this at once. Let me show you a real route file from my project. This handles the request. For instance, let's open the recipe routes.js. This actually handles requests for recipe data. When I first wrote this, I didn't understand every concept perfectly, but I got it while working. Like I got it working. Anyways, look at this route. Take a look at the products route also. Look at this route, the get route here. It's pretty simple, right? It receives a request, finds recipes, finds products based on certain criteria, and sends the data back. I started with just one route like this, got it working, and then built on top of it. The next day, I added a post route, which I showed earlier. The recipe route is a post route because users will be allowed to create recipes on their own. And there's also the get route also that requests when you make a request, it receives a request, finds a recipe, and then based on certain criteria, send back the recipe, right? So I created this, and each small win gave me the confidence to keep going. This is the basic architecture I follow, but I didn't understand this on day one. I learned it piece by piece as I built my app. Start small, get something working, and build from there. The term node is not recognized. You see, this error haunted me just last week as I've been doing this for years. Setup problems are the number one thing that derail beginners from wanting to quit. You follow a tutorial perfectly, but then this happens. The truth is, these errors aren't your fault at all. They are not your fault. They're just part of the development process. They are just part of the development process, right? In this case, Node.js wasn't in my system path after I reinstalled it. So I needed to put it in the environment variables for it to be able to show. You will face errors like this. And when you do, remember two things. First, you are not alone. Every developer deals with these. Second, learning to fix these problems is actually making you a better developer. The most successful developers aren't those who never face errors, but those who get good at solving them. Tools like NVM or Node Version Manager can save you tons of headaches by letting you easily switch between node versions. I'll do a dedicated video on troubleshooting setup issues soon, so subscribe if you're interested in that. So, the third tip will be use tools that make your life easier. My third tip is don't wait until you have a front end to test your API. Use tools that make your life easier from day one. When I started, I thought I needed to build a complete front end with forms and buttons to test my API endpoints. Wrong, completely wrong. Tools like Thunder Client, which is a VS Code extension, or Postman let you test your API directly. Watch how I use Postman to test these endpoints. I just specify the URL, set the method to get, as you can see, set the method to get, and hit send. Instantly, I can see if my API returns the expected data. No front end needed. For post request also, I can easily add JSON data in the body tag. This workflow roughly saves me an hour every day. Every day it saves me about an hour because I can easily tell if this is working or not. So you can see the request I got here because I had registered this email address previously. It says user already exists. And look at that. We get back our recipe data in JSON format, right? If there were errors, I'd see them right away and could fix them without wasting time building UI components first. So let me recap what I wish I knew when I started Node.js. One, you don't need to master everything before starting. Build something small and learn as you go. Two, setup errors are normal and happen to everyone. They are not a sign you are not doing well or you are doing something wrong. It just means that you're progressing. It just is part of the development process. Three, use tools like Thunder Client or Postman to test your API without building a front end first. I mean, I made this mistake trying to find a front end UI design first, to build a UI design first before testing my actual backend. If you found this video helpful, please like this video, subscribe for more practical dev tips, and let me know in the comments what challenges you're facing with Node.js. I'm here to help one step at a time. Please remember to subscribe to my channel. You can also follow me. Please remember to follow my channel. You can also follow me on LinkedIn at Afolabi Abigail and on Dev2, Abby the Coder, on X, Afolabi Abigail. Thank you guys so much for joining today. I love you guys. Bye for now.